Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. So every now and then I like to talk about relationships and money because it can often be a very interesting dynamic. Everyone's situation is different and it's a topic that not a lot of people want to talk about. And a lot of times too, when you get married, you're really marrying the other person's family alongside with them. In this case though, that kind of goes to the extreme. Judge Vonda B has these child support cases where she goes over the finances of exactly what's involved. And this one I have to say is an absolute train wreck. It's horrible. It's got over 1.1 million views. A lot of people are up in arms over it, so I want to comment on this. As soon as you hit the like button and subscribe, that's all I ask for in return. Thank you so much, and now let's begin.
This is my
future daughter-in-law.
Baby mama.
Okay. Future daughter-in-law.
Tracy. So Tracy leaves the kids with me and expects me to take care of the children with no money. Tracy says she works all the time. That's what she tells me.
I like how she puts the emphasis on the C part. It's kind of funny. You could tell already there's a big rift between mother-in-law and mother. This should never be happening in the first place. I think it's so important that your spouse get along with your parents. If you're in good terms with your parents, your spouse should be mostly on board too. I mean, sure, everyone's gonna have disagreements, totally normal, but I think to this extent, you shouldn't be taking each other to court. That's bad. It's bad all the way around. There's no way to really recover from this unless both sides really work on it.
I'm prepared. I've watched your court hearings on Zoom and the other courts.
But you really kiss it up.
Excuse me. There is nothing wrong with watching hearings on Zoom.
Your Honor, I don't know why she's so mean to me.
Oh, here go the tears.
Oh, there goes the waterworks. Interesting. It seems like the one on the left really is attacking the one on the right. I would always recommend going into a situation like this, if you are ever in court, be quiet, be professional, speak when spoken to, answer the questions directly. I think all of those things really go a long way in making you seem a little bit more sane, you know, a little bit more rational, a little bit more logical, that there might be some weight behind your words. When you're throwing out insults and stuff like that, I tend to think it waters down the message of what you're trying to say.
You said she dropped the kids off and go do, how do you know the things that she do?
She claims she's working, but she claims she has no money. I'm trying to figure out how that works. How do you work but have no money?
You spend it. That's what you do. When you work and have no money, it's spent. That's how it is. She's not working for free. Maybe she is, though. Maybe she's working for a startup. She's getting paid in equity. Maybe they're taking advantage of her at the company and paying her $7.25 an hour. She's worth $10. I don't know. But you spend the money. That's how you don't have it.
I'm assuming the two of you don't get along.
She's not my favorite person. No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's really not.
Well, why is that? I just curious.
Because she lies. She's not taking care of her children. She tricked my son into having children with her.
Well, I guess, you know what, you could technically trick somebody. Let's say you poke holes in, you know, contraceptives. If you say you're on contraceptives and you're not, and you lie about those things, I guess it's possible to trick someone into having a kid with you without them knowing or under false pretenses. Let's say that. We could admit that that happens.
She trusted you enough to bring them to you.
Good point. Good point.
Okay. Now, isn't it fair to say...
It's probably my son's idea.
Part of your son's idea to do what?
Drop the children off to me. She probably didn't think about it.
Okay. Is that a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing. I'm just saying she probably didn't contribute to that.
I don't think it helps her case. If it's her son's decision to drop the kids off, in my opinion now, it's like it's less of her fault. It's more of her son's decision to say, hey, you know, my mother could take care of these kids really well. You're at work. We don't know what you do for work, but my mom could take care of the kids. Maybe this is the son's doing. I'm surprised he's not here.
Did you all communicate at all about why the children were being dropped off to you?
My son is in the military.
Okay.
So Tracy should be taking care of the children.
Okay.
But she got this new career that she has to worry about.
Oh, see, originally I was kind of on the mom's side. I was like, oh yeah, maybe this parent's not taking care of their kids. She's dropping them off all day. She's not being involved. Now it seems like the husband's away on deployment. He's in the military. The mom works a full-time job. Obviously, she can't see the kids while she's working. Maybe she's working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, just to be able to put food on the table. In that situation, I get it. You know, it's not the 1940s where you could just, you know, get by on necessarily one income. You know, if she could stay home all day and take care of the kids, it's expensive to do that.
You're communicating with your son directly about the things that she and your son discuss, but your son is not really relaying it to you as though he spoke to her about it.
That's what it sounds like, but my son wouldn't lie.
He wouldn't lie, but you would.
So you said your son wouldn't lie. Did he tell you?
Did she just call me a liar, though? Did you just call me a liar, girl?
Getting very defensive. I don't like when people get that, like, charged. It seems like they take that personally. You know, if you call someone a liar, I'm like, you know what, whatever. Because it's meaningless. It's like saying, oh, Graham, you have green hair. It's like, no, I don't have green hair. It's just stupid. I'm not going to get upset over stuff like that. When I know it's not true, it's not true.
She got a ring on.
I mean, I thought I heard her say that.
So you got money to buy a ring?
No,
but you ain't got the money for the kids.
Your son bought
But you
me
took
a
the ring. You should have said, no, give my mama the money give your mother the money for the babies.
You see, the mom seems very unhappy in just all aspects of her life. She doesn't seem like she's really all, fulfilled with everything going on with what she's doing, unfortunately. That's what this seems like. She's got a lot of time on her hands, not much to do, and her mind is now occupied with this.
He's probably going to flip out when he finds out what his mom has done by bringing me to child support court. So
he doesn't know that?
No, he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know. I haven't been able to talk to him yet because he's on deployment.
Wow, that's crazy if the son doesn't know this. And I bet the son's going to be furious at the mom, and the mom's going to say, well, I just did this for your own good. You don't know this. You don't know that. I'm trying to help you. That's my guess, is the mom is seeing this as she's being, the knight in shining armor. Well, meanwhile, the son has no clue what's going on.
I'm a influencer, and I hate saying that because I'm still growing right now. I'm in
Okay.
the growing stage. And so I do like travel blogs and things like that, which require me to travel.
Subject, question, what's an influencer? What is?
But you know what? It's kind of weird. The daughter's a travel influencer who now travels the world without her child. I mean, I get it, okay? Whatever makes money to bring food on the table, support her family, I get that. But it's a bit difficult to travel like that or have that sort of schedule for potentially, a week or 2 weeks on end. Sometimes last minute. I get that. It would be very hard to do that. Raising a family while also having her husband and father on deployment.
And I don't know why she's so mean to me. Like, I have beautiful children with her son, and I'm a good person. And so if she doesn't want to take care of them or help me anymore, I can give up being a influencer.
And get a real job.
It sounds like she's just jealous though. Listen to her comment. Get a real job, okay? Now, I get it. This travel influencer is basically getting paid in experiences, and then she could go and vlog about it. And, I get it. Experiences don't pay the bills. Her going to Cabo for a weekend, all expenses paid, in exchange for posting it on our platform, it's not going to help, necessarily pay the rent and pay the bills. She could parlay that into probably a pretty successful career, but it sounds like the mom is very jealous that she's able to go on these vacations, trips, not have to pay a single thing out of pocket. The mom, on the other hand, is taking care of the kid full-time. I think maybe the mom needs to be compensated in some way if she's taking care of the child for that long, while, the daughter's able to go and build her career if it's costing her out of pocket. I could see that, where that could be a reality. But other than that, it kind of explains also why she has no money.
My fiance pays like some of the bills at the house and stuff. So while it's not maybe coming from me directly, it's from our household.
Okay, I understand.
We're getting married. When he gets permission for leave, we're going to be married. Whether she likes it or not, whether she's there or not, we're going to be married.
Oh, they're not even married yet. Oh, I'm surprised why that hasn't happened. Why they have a kid together, he's off deployment, no marriage yet. I'm just saying, maybe there's more to go. I don't know. Maybe it's the mom is throwing a rift into this thing. We don't know yet.
I had a nice girl picked out for him to live down the street. Keisha was sweet. He went to school with her. He could have had a nice girl and stuff. And then he went and got this girl right here because she did things with him that little Keisha wasn't going to do.
It's so much going on here. I think they probably just got to cut the mom out of the life, or the son really has to get involved and say, Mom, be like, Mom, you can't do that to me, Mom. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. This is my Cartman impression, by the way. But yeah, I think the son really needs to step in and mediate this. I don't think this is for a court. I don't think this is for his wife. I think the son really needs to take control of the situation and get involved and settle this.
You haven't heard her deny. I get them when I come back. It's never for longer than 5, maybe 7 days at a time. And if she wants to
How much money have you given toward this? See how she talks? See, there's the real her.
It's still a long time. 5 to 7 days of watching kids. My understanding is probably the mom doesn't have any job. Maybe she's retired. She has the time to take care of the kids, but still, 5 to 7 days taking care of kids. I think you should be paid for that, at least in expenses for the child. Food, entertainment, toys, things like this, I think is reasonable.
If she wants to completely destroy her relationship with her son and with my children,
what happens with me and my son?
Children, I will pick them up and they will not be going back to her house. And this is why I
Threat.
can't.
Well, I don't want you to do that.
Objective threat.
Well,
Yeah, see, that's the thing, though. She could ruin the entire relationship with the family by pulling this between the parents. I don't think that's fair for the child not to have, like, a grandmother in their life just because the two of them don't get along because of money. That doesn't quite make sense. Or jealousy.
you all sit down and have a conversation. Get to know each other. This is not the place to do it. This is where bitter feelings, all of those things come into place.
This is why they really need therapy between the two of them. They just need a good mediator, a good therapist who could sit them down, have them talk about their differences, and see if they could come to some middle ground. Ideally, that would be the son. The son is the one who has sway on both sides. He could sway his mom, he could sway his wife a little bit. He's the one who could calm this all down. If he's not here, someone else needs to step in.
Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor. Can we like order counseling? Is that an option?
Girl, please.
Well, I can't necessarily order counseling because, you know,
Because
this...
I can't talk to her. Look how
Well,
she reacts.
here's...
You know what? I tend to side with the wife on this one. It seems like no matter how they talk, the mom's not having it. She's just a wall. You can't get past that one. She is going to be the way she is. It seems very difficult to have any sort of meaningful resolution to this with the mom's attitude.
And I have faith in the both of you. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jeez, that's a wild one. So let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. I side with the wife on this one 1,000%. Just seems like the mom has no reasonable expectation of coming to a resolution without the daughter just being villainized because she doesn't like her. That's really what it seems like. But I would love to hear your thoughts again down below in the comment section. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget that you can get some free stocks with the paid affiliate link down below in the description that are worth all the way up to a few $1,000s when you make any deposit. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good offer. It'll take you maybe 10 minutes to sign up, so enjoy. Thank you so much, and until next time.